I never thought this day would come, but here it came. Fuck you, Trump. You, Trump. I've stuck with you through the trade war. I've stuck with you through all this other fucking bullshit. But you, Trump. You.
A year in, and we're in another war, and we've got American troops being killed. I think it's time for America to rip the Band-Aid off, and we need to have a serious conversation about what the happening to this country, and who in the hell are these decisions being made for, and who is making these decisions.
I honestly think we're nearing the end of MAGA.
Accountability is taking responsibility for one's actions, and that is what I'm doing.
Many MAGA Trump voters are expressing frustration and disappointment because during the campaign, they believe they were voting for lower prices, economic relief, and a foreign policy that would avoid new wars. But here we are. The reality is different from what they expected, and many are now asking, is this really what we voted for?
You know, I thought it would be easier the more I talked about leaving MAGA, being a 3-time Trump voter. But I have to be completely honest with you that it's not getting easier, and it actually feels like it's getting more difficult because I'm gaining more empathy. And I don't think people really realize how counterintuitive the hate that I receive when you can take one look at my page and see that I am doing the work. I read a comment this morning that I'm not stitching because I don't want hate to come our way, but you'll understand why I'm reading it. I've been deconstructing from Christianity and left MAGA. I do not speak about it because the hate you receive from the left is no different from the hate you received when you were in the cult. I'm just minding my own business and rewiring my whole belief system. What people don't understand is how hard it is to actually wake up and realize your entire life has been a lie, and now you have to start over from scratch. I'm not going to allow any negativity from anyone into my life. It's hard enough to do this. I can't see. I had to stop and gather myself. Not only that, I'm not going to be a part of any political party or religion ever again, so the expectation of the left thinking we have to vote blue now in order to make amends or something is not something I want to be a part of. The amount of "I'll never forgive you" I see in your last video is enough for me to never try to speak up on anything that's happened to get me here. My entire family is deep Southern conservative Christian Republicans. It's been buried into my whole system since birth. Seeing my truth and removing myself from it has been the hardest thing I've ever done. I don't really know what else to say other than, I don't think that this is what the left wants. You've been shouting for people to wake up for years, and people do. And you just want to harp on, and I get it, that it didn't happen soon enough. And I don't believe that. I can't believe that. I have too much hope in my soul to roll over and die. I don't know what the solution is, but I know it's not to beat people while they're already down.
For the people that are leaving MAGA, I need you to understand that the reason why you are not being welcomed with open arms is that nothing fundamentally about how you feel has changed. You just no longer feel like the commander-in-chief has you and your best interests at heart. You don't all of a sudden have compassion and empathy for others, for marginalized groups. You're just mad because things are expensive and you believed him when he said he was going to make everything affordable. You could still care less about black and brown people or people who just simply have an accent, being racially profiled, being chased down in their cars, being afraid to leave their homes. You still could care less about human beings. You're just mad because you feel like he lied to you. He betrayed you. And now you're like, I'm one of you. No, you're not. Because our vote was never about the cost of eggs. Yours was. Not to mention your racism, sexism, bigotry, racial superiority, especially if you are a third-time voter. Because the only reason why you're not voting for him again is because you can't. You never cared and you still don't. But you're tired of being ostracized. You're tired of losing friends. You're tired of people not wanting to come around you for the holidays. And now you're tired of it. So now all of a sudden it's like, I want to be one of you now. It doesn't work that way. Because fundamentally, those same bigoted hatred views are still the views that you hold. But now you're asking for compassion from the same people that you showed no compassion for. Instead of looking for sympathy, you should be looking for other people who left MAGA. Those are your people.
Every single Trump voter who regrets it only regrets that his policies hurt them and not someone else.
Had we just elected the black lady with the silk press, had we just elected Big Sister General, had we just elected the black lady with the weird laugh, had we just elected Madam the wheels on the bus go round and round, we would not be at war with Iran right now. And I know what some of y'all are thinking. Joshua, why are you screaming? Joshua, how many times you gonna say this? I'm gonna keep saying it until it finally clicks. Because folks, this was an open book test. Not only was this an open book test, the professor was at the board giving the answers and we failed. And now we have 4 dead Americans as a result. We have F-15 fighter jets being shot out of the sky by friendly fire. Had we just elected the black lady with the weird laugh, folks would have money to purchase their first home. The American people would have quality health care. We would not be at war with Iran, spending billions of dollars of taxpayer money that has not been approved by Congress to fund this war. So I'm going to keep saying it, and I'm going to keep screaming it until the American people finally understand. If you could have just set your racism and your sexism aside and voted for Kamala Harris, we would be in a better position today.
So I'm saying all these Trump supporters who now saying they regret their vote. I didn't vote for this. I didn't vote for this. Yeah, you did. You voted for all of this. This is all on you. I don't want to see all y'all whining and complaining about y'all didn't vote for this. Trump ain't never changed. He been the same dude when he came down that escalator 2016, 2020, and 2024. Now y'all talking about y'all regret y'all vote. It's too goddamn late. Y'all got us in this mess because y'all refused to vote for a black lady and y'all chose this crook and this con man, and now y'all complaining because the leopard is eating y'all face. I don't want to see the tears. I don't want to see none of that. Y'all take responsibility of what y'all did. Y'all did this. Like y'all didn't know who Trump was, and now all of a sudden y'all talking about y'all didn't vote for this. We knew when we told y'all this man wasn't gonna do a goddamn thing for y'all. We told y'all this man is a professional liar. We told y'all the man only cared about the rich. That's what we told y'all. And y'all call us liptards and libs and we don't know nothing. But yet y'all crying and complaining about. Y'all didn't vote for this. I love them FAFO stories. I love them. Because y'all deserve everything that Donald Trump gives to y'all with no lubrication. I saw one white lady crying because she got her business taken away because of the tariffs had killed her business, and now the tariffs are illegal and she not getting her money back. I saw one Trump supporter whose wife been in America for 38 years. Illegal, 38 years. And they deported her and held her for 101 days. And y'all talking about y'all didn't vote for this? See what happened with racism play a part in y'all life? The only people who gonna truly help y'all fools are Latinos and black people if y'all elect those, because we know the struggle. We know y'all struggle. Them rich white people y'all keep voting for over and over again don't give a goddamn about y'all. When y'all gonna get that through y'all thick skull that they don't care about y'all? This shouldn't even be about Democrats and Republicans no more. This should be about poor people, the middle class, against the goddamn rich people. But y'all gonna keep voting for these Republicans because we know y'all. But y'all talking about y'all didn't vote for this. Y'all voted for all this. The man lied to y'all in y'all face and told y'all he's gonna release the Epstein files like he wasn't fucking in there. Now he is covering it up. The man lied to y'all and told y'all no more wars. And he done bombed 18 goddamn countries. And now we're at war with Iran. Y'all listen to these rich people, like these rich people got y'all back. And now the leopard is eating y'all face. Y'all complaining, we didn't vote for this. I didn't know he was gonna do this. Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did. And we tried to tell y'all, but y'all didn't want to listen because they made y'all think that the Democrats are some evil people. That's what they made y'all do. They're gonna keep fooling y'all with this goddamn propaganda over and over again. They done took away y'all fucking healthcare. He did. Y'all dear leader Trump did. Food prices he promised y'all on day one, high as it's ever been. And y'all talking about y'all didn't vote for this. Get the fuck out of here, man. We want to hear them cries and them tears no more. Y'all the reason we're in this shit today. Y'all the reason. So take it however you want from this video. I don't need your sympathy. I don't need to be your friend. I don't need you even to join our party. But y'all gonna know that y'all the reason. Y'all who voted for Trump, that we're in this position today. And when he get through destroying the country, which he already is, guess who's gonna have to fix the fucking country once again? The goddamn Democrats. All because of your vote for Trump. Y'all the reason we're in this shit today. So I don't want to hear none of that crap no more.
Your children will know what you did and who you voted for. And unfortunately for them, karma doesn't care anymore. May your genetic line die and we will all just be fine. How dare you? How dare you, baby? How fucking dare you? You don't get to pick and choose which life has value.
As the situation continues to unfold, what you are witnessing is something that happens in every democracy. Voters reassessing the decisions they made at the ballot box. Elections are a powerful moment where citizens place their hopes, frustrations, and expectations on leaders who promise change. But when reality begins to clash with those expectations, people naturally begin to question. For many voters in the MAGA movement, the biggest promise that attracted them was the idea of putting America first. The idea resonated with millions of people who felt ignored by the political system for years. They believed that the focus would shift towards strengthening the economy at home, reducing the financial burden on working families, protecting jobs, and avoiding foreign conflicts that drain resources and cost lives. The promise of avoiding new wars was particularly important. Many Americans still carry deep memories of long and costly conflicts in the Middle East that lasted decades and cost trillions of dollars. Those wars affected families, soldiers, and communities across the country. So when people had strong promises about ending the era of endless wars, it became a powerful message that attracted support from both conservatives and independents. But now, with rising tension involving Iran and discussions about possible military escalation, some supporters feel like history might be repeating itself. For some supporters, that possibility feels like a betrayal of the promises that brought them to the polls in the first place. They believe that the focus would remain on domestic priorities rather than international confrontations. At the same time, economic pressure continues to weigh heavily on ordinary Americans. Across the country, many households are still struggling with high grocery prices, rising housing costs, and everyday expenses that seem to keep increasing. Even small changes in gas prices can have a huge impact on family budgets, especially for people who rely on driving long distances to work. When voters connect these economic struggles with political decisions, it can create frustration and disappointment. However, there is still a large part of MAGA movement who still remain loyal and continue to support the leadership they voted for. They argue that difficult decisions sometimes have to be made to protect national security and maintain America's global influence. But regardless of where individuals stand, this conversation reveals that in a democracy, citizens are free to support leaders, criticize them, change their minds, and hold them accountable. So thank you so much for tuning in. Be sure to like, subscribe, and share. Have a good one. I'll see you in the next video.